Did you know even Marines need help sometimes? Hi, I'm Zach Felger, and I'm here to speak on behalf of the Semper Fund. I'm here today to persuade you guys on how you can join up, volunteer time and donate to the Semper Fund. I've researched the charity personally. I've also had first-hand contact with it. My roommate is an ex-Marine who's wounded, so, he benefits from the charity. He's got comrades that benefit from it, or former comrades, I should say. So I got a lot of first-hand experience as well. And at the end of this speech, you guys are going to be able to, tell everybody about the Semper Fund and how they can help and how they can contribute as well. Over the next 5 to 6 minutes, I'm going to show you guys the history, various programs, how to get involved, and, the needs of the Semper Fund. And when I'm finished, you guys are going to know why these veterans are hurting and, why they need our help and why you should donate to the Semper Fund. First thing I want to talk to you guys about is the history of the Semper Fund. It was unofficially started in 2003. This is about the time when the first wave of wounded Marines coming back to Iraq, or coming back from Iraq, and, their wives were setting up events, all that kind of junk. And, it blossomed, and they officially, got recognized in 2004, and that's when they started raising money for these, for these struggling military families. The social issue that these guys face is, just the needs of combat wounded veterans and their families. General Joseph F. Dunford Jr. is the current chairman of the board, and, he helps guide the mission of the charity, and by holding, board meetings and, creating the events for the charities. Next thing I'd like to talk about are the 3 programs that the Semper Fund offers. And the first program is a support program. First and foremost, it's financial, gives money to these guys, helps them out. But besides that, it gives caregiver support, which is like classes for the wife or nurse, gives housing assistance, transportation assistance, helps with children programs, finding places for the children to go, that kind of thing. And, much more things that help, the veterans adapt, and the veterans and their families adapt to their new way of living and their new lives. The next program is a transition program, which, helps wounded service men and women start new and productive lives. This program includes education opportunities, veteran-to-veteran support, apprenticeships, and like unit reunions even. This allows the veterans to get a little back on their feet and, to help themselves into their own power again and their own will. And the last program that the Semper Fund offers is a integrative wellness program, which, is focused on, the veterans' long-term health. And that includes mind, body, and spirit. And, there's a lot of different parts of this program, and it's like counseling, it helps with, specialized equipment, it's even got a canine program, but first and foremost, it's mostly sports, helping these guys get to some sort of normal back in their lives and, give them the opportunity to be themselves again. Third thing I'd like to talk to you guys about is how to get involved. There are multiple ways to get involved, and, the first one is being volunteering. They always need people to, do the fundraising, spread the word, and, volunteer at different events so they can actually hold the event. The second way people can help and get involved with the Semper Fund is through community sports that the Semper Fund offers, which is basically, marathons or, playing wheelchair basketball with the guys, that kind of thing. This, allows the athletes to participate and raise money for the fund. The last way to get involved is to donate, and, that just helps give the fund money so that they can spread it to the families. The last thing I'd like to talk about is the needs. And, this is actually one of the best charities in the United States. And, they don't have a lot of needs because they're pretty maxed out. But, there's always a need for volunteers, for events. There's always a need for money. So you can always donate. You can never have enough. And the last need is they just need the word spread so everyone knows to help these guys. In conclusion, I want to thank you for the invitation to come speak on the behalf of the Semper Fi Fund and tell you guys all about it. You guys should know, you should have a better idea of the history of the charity, the programs and how to get involved and its needs. Marines even need help sometimes, even though they act like they don't. Please donate to the Semper Fi Fund to raise money to support these veterans. Thank you for your time. Are there any questions for me?